plus HCl
gives CaCl twice plus H2O.
Okay. So can I tell you in shortcut method or direct balancing how to do this type of methods?
So the shortcut method.
Okay, listen here. Always to balance the chemical equation, the number of atoms on the product side should be equal to number of atoms on the reactant side, right? Number of atoms on product should be equal, reactant side should be equal to number of atoms on the product side. Okay. If you take left side, how many calciums are there?
Sir, one actually.
Ah, you got the answer. Okay. Calcium, how many are there? One. How many hydrogens are there?
Two.
Two. How many oxygens are there?
Two. Two.
Wait. Remaining everyone, please wait. Aditi, you answer, please. How many chlorines are there?
1.
How many chlorines are there?
1.
One.
2. Or 3.
No, only one.
1. Okay.
Please, remaining, please wait. If you take right side, how many calciums? 1.
1.
Chlorines?
2.
2. Hydrogens?
2.
Oxygen?
1.
1. So calciums are equal, hydrogens are equal, oxygen is not equal, and chlorine is also not equal, right?
Yes, sir.
Now we have 2 chlorines here. To make 2 chlorines, first you have to make the boxes around each formula. Make the box around each formula so that we should not disturb any number present inside the box. We should not disturb any numbers present inside the box. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, how many chlorines are there here? Right side 2 we have, but right side, left side we have only 1, right?
Yes, sir.
To make it 2, we have to multiply with 2 only, right?
Yes, sir.
2 HCl means 2 chlorines will be there. Now check it, how many hydrogens are there?
2. Both are 2.
No. Here 2 are there. Again here 2 new came. Total 4 right now.
Oh, yes.
But right side, how many are there?
2.
So to get the 4, what you have to do?
We have to multiply with 2.
Multiply with 2. Now check it. The overall equation is balanced or not?
Yes, sir.
Ca OH taken twice plus 2 HCl will give CaCl2 plus 2 H2O. The number of atoms of the different atoms are balanced, right? Both the sides. Calcium 1, 2 chlorines, 2 chlorines, 2 hydrogens plus 2 hydrogen, total 4 hydrogens, 2 to the 4. Understand or can I explain once again?
Understood, sir.
Understood. Now one more example. Any other example?
Sir, Mg plus O2.
Mg plus
O2.
Okay. Will give us to MgO. Then what is the balanced equation?
Sir, that's it, sir. There was written in my textbook that Mg plus O2 is equals to MgO2.
But
No,
that's
balancing
balanced one,
equations.
right? That is
So
not
no, sir. There's, sir, yes, sir. MgO2. Magnesium oxide, sir. Magnesium oxide.
We should not make MgO2. MgO is the chemical formula.
Okay, sir. Sir, can you tell this question? So CH3. Sir.
Yeah.
So CH3COH.
CH3.
CH3COOH.
Okay.
Plus NaHCO3
NaH
CO3.
CO3. Okay.
So then balance equation. Then sir CO2 with the upper arrow. CO2.
Sorry.
So CO2 with that upper arrow sign. So upper arrow sign.
Okay. CO2 here.
So there is an up arrow sign, sir. It shows carbon. Okay, sir. So plus H2O.
Here only.
Yes, sir. So plus H2O.
Okay.
So plus H2O plus CH3COONA.
Okay. That's all.
Yes, sir. That's it.
But this complete part will be the right side of the arrow. It's not up arrow.
No, sir. There's no para. Sir, it was actually mentioning carbon dioxide. I didn't notice that.
Mentioning as a.
Sir, I said CO2 up arrow, right, sir? The up arrow just mentioned the carbon dioxide. I just didn't notice it.
Okay. So when you're combining these two
So
now,
this is the point.
these are the products. CH3COOH is there. It will form as CH3COO minus plus H plus when you divide these two. And this one
So like,
becomes,
how do we even get this step, sir?
I'll tell you, HCO3 minus 1. So this Na will go and attach with this plus. Again, it will decompose. Okay, HCO3. So it will decompose into CO2 and this and this OH will left here. And again, these two will combine.
Sir, how do you know that which one is plus and which is minus?
That we'll study in the higher classes because this is a organic compound, right? Balancing equation, and you can say, or you can say crisscross method. When you do the
Sir,
sodium
because it
bicarbonate,
showed that the reaction between vinegar and baking soda is this, sir.
yeah, this is a vinegar. Acetic acid is a vinegar.
Okay,
Baking
sir.
soda formula is NaHCO3. Okay. So in
Yes,
your
sir.
reaction with the vinegar and the baking soda, you will get one salt plus water.
Sir, like how to
This is the salt.
how to just balance an equation?
But here it is a balanced chemical equation only. Check it once.
So not here, sir, like in basics, sir. That's only my doubt in this whole chapter. I'm perfect with each and everything except balancing an equation.
Okay, balancing concept I will teach you then if you want separately now because that is not included in the syllabus. If you want, I'll teach you separately. No issue in that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. How many of your doubts in the balancing equation?
With me.
Raise your hands. Only two. Go ahead. Whether you have cleared this doubt or not.
Yes, sir, this doubt is clear.
Sir, I have one more question.
Yeah.
CaOH twice.
CaOH twice.
Oh, no, sir. That's the answer of the question I told. Only I have one question with me now. So, can you give some examples for this equation?
1 minute, wait, I'll give you some examples. Okay. See. BaCl2 plus Na2SO4 will produce BaSO4 plus NaCl. Balance this equation.
Sir, NaCl is sodium chloride, right, sir?
Yeah, NaCl is the sodium chloride.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, can you like just explain it again? I didn't get it.
Okay. You got the balancing concept in this itself, in class on itself.
No, sir. Actually, it came for us in the 6th. No,
Okay.
sir, we didn't get it.
Check it whether the second equation is balanced or not already.
Sir, it is already balanced.
It's already balanced, right? The number of atoms on the reactant side is equal to number of atoms on the product side. Yes or no?
Sure, but the third one is not balanced.
Third one is not balanced and first one is not balanced. But I asked everyone to turn on your videos. Nobody is following. Everyone has to turn on your radios. It is also a part of chemistry. Okay. Remaining people don't feel like they are discussing something else. It is also a chemistry topics only. Main chemistry topic is this only. Balancing concepts and all. Chemical formulas, chemical equation. One by one we'll study. Okay, don't worry. Understanding remaining people. You also try to learn this one. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Remaining people, can you find out the formula names? What is the meaning of BaCl2, Na2SO4, BaSO4?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, is the answer for second one BaCl twice plus NaSO4 gives BaSO4 plus 2 NaCl?
Very good.
Thank you.
Just you have to place 2 here, right?
Sir, can you explain how to balance
Yes,
one
sir.
of these equations?
Yes or no?
What is BaCl2, sir?
Because you have 2 Cls, here only 1 Cl is there. So if you place 2 Cl before 2 now, everything will solve. Here 2
Sir,
Na is there.
BaCl2 is like barium chloride.
Yeah, barium chloride.
Sir, Na2SO4.
Sodium sulfate. The name is
Sodium sulfur.
sodium sulfate, barium chloride, barium sulfate, what is this?
The sodium chloride.
Sodium chloride.
That salt which you'll use in our home, right? That is the sodium chloride only. Common salt or the table salt. You can call it the sodium chloride, common salt or the table salt. Okay, now check it. Barium 1 and 1 is there. So it is balanced. Chlorines 2 are there, but here chlorine only 1 is there. So what have to do? Keep it 2 before outside the box. Right? Now how many sodiums are there?
Yeah, so now it's balanced.
2 sodiums are there, again 2 sodiums. So everything is balanced.
Yes, sir.
What about this equation part? It's already balanced, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir,
One
it's
Na, one
already
Na.
balanced.
1 oxygen, 1 oxygen. 2 hydrogens, 1 plus 1 hydrogen, 2 hydrogens. 1 chlorine, 1 chlorine. So it's already balanced.
Yes, sir, it's balanced.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, what is the formula and chemical name for plaster and Paris? Plaster of Paris and blue vitriol?
Plaster of Paris formula is CaSO4 of H2O. This is the plaster of Paris.
Sir, in this, the third one, sir, it's not a balanced equation. So, Ba chlorine. So, 3 BaCl plus AS.
have to keep 3. Balance this one and tell me the answer.
3 BS.
Now tell me the final answer after balancing. Remaining people, Shiva and all. Understanding anything?
Yes, sir.
If you have any doubts other than what are the topics we discussed till now in the online classes, you just ask doubts from that also. No problem.
Yes, sir. Actually, I didn't get this. Actually, I didn't understand this. Can you please tell me again?
This balancing concept, Raghav.
Sir, can I
Yeah,
explain
yes.
it?
Wait. I'll explain you once again. Don't worry. This is a direct balancing I'm telling. See, balancing, we have the different methods are there. So if you take the balancing concept, is a big concept only. The complete first chapter of class in this balancing concept only. So in the balancing itself, we have the hit and trial method. So in the hit and trial method, we have the 5 to 6 steps are there to balance the equation. Next one is the algebraic method. This is the shortest method to balance the equation. Right now, what I am doing is the direct method. So by seeing the chemical equation and the number of atoms on the reactant side and the number of atoms on the product side, we are balancing the equation. So that is a direct method. Okay. About the hit and trial and algebraic, it is a different completely.
Okay, sir.
Now listen.
Atoms. Sir, means atoms should be equal.
Yeah. Suppose if barium atom is there, that should be equal on the reactant side and equal on the product side, the number of atoms.
Sir, then it is already balanced now, sir. 2, 2, 4, 3, 7.
If it's balanced, no problem. If it is not balanced, then we have to balance that one.
Sir, if it is not balanced, we can add any number, means atom.
We'll add the numbers only outside the boxes. That's what I'm telling, right?
Sir,
So
can I
listen,
tell the final answer?
wait some time. I'll explain first this balancing method. First, we have to draw the boxes because we should not change any number inside. This 1 and 2 is there, right? We should not change that formula numbers. Understanding? So we should not write any numbers inside the box to balance the equation. Only we should write outside the boxes. Finished. Now tell me, how many bariums are there on the reactant side?
2.
2.
2 are.
1.
Only 1. Barium
So
chloride. Right?
chlorides are 2, sir.
Chlorides are 2, but barium is only 1. What about on the
Yes, sir.
product side?
The product
Sir,
side
there
also
are 3 chlorine
Sir,
and 1.
So barium is still 1.
Barium is still 1 and the sulfate. Okay, barium is still 1. So bariums are balanced. What about the chlorines?
2 and 3.
So
Sir,
chlorine is
chlorides
not
are 2 and 3,
balanced.
sir. They are not
So,
balanced.
you add
Yeah, in the
3
reaction.
BaCl 2 and on the right side you add 2 AlCl3.
So what you will do now? 2 and 3 chlorines are there. So you cannot, if you want to make it equal now, multiply 2 with 3. Multiply 3 into 2, right? To make it equal.
Yes, sir.
So multiplying this 2 into 3 times. Multiply this chlorine 3 times into 2 times. Finished?
Yes, sir.
Understand this step, Raghav?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Just simple taking LCM only. That's all. Okay, now clear. Now
I have a doubt. Sir, you are taking a Cl2, then SO4 or Cl3.
didn't understand what is the doubt.
And sir, then it will be 3 BR. Sir, barium will be 3, right?
Yeah, again we'll balance that one.
Yeah, so then you will on the product side for BaSO4 you'll add 3. 3
So here, how many
BaSO4.
sulfates are there? 3
Then
sulfates are
SO
there.
will be
3 sulfates are there. Right?
Yes,
SO4s, 3 are there. But right side only 1 is there. If you add 3 here, everything is balanced, right?
Sir,
Yes,
how will
sir.
the barium change, sir, if we are balancing the chloride thing?
Yeah, now we can check it. 3 bariums are there. 3 bariums are there.
Sir, how come barium became 3, sir?
Sir, added.
Because you added 3 on the left side, right? The number that you add on the left side, the starting part, it will be multiplied with all the atoms that are there.
Okay.
Understand now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir. We understood now.
Aditi?
Sir, I didn't understand the reactant part of SO sulfate and the 3. How
Okay.
to write that?
Sir, even Cl is 2, then Cl is 3. We have to balance that also, right, sir?
What is there? Ba, Cl2 is there, plus aluminum. So SO4 is completely only one only. Understanding? SO4 is only one sulfate plus AlCl3. Just draw boxes around each thing. Listen here carefully, Aditi. We don't want Bm and all. First, we'll check with SO4. How many SO4 are there?
On the reactant side 3 and on the product we have 1.
So how many you want to add number here to make it 3?
So,
2.
so on the product side, you have to add.
Product.
Multiply with 3 only, right? To make it overall 3 sulfates.
Yes, sir.
Finish. Understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Now, how many aluminums are there here?
2.
So 2
Product
And
side?
on the reaction side.
1.
1. So multiply
there
with
is
2
one.
to make it
Yes,
aluminum
sir.
equal.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now, how many chlorines are there on reactant side?
Now, on the reactant there are 2 and on the
So,
product there are
2.
3.
How many chlorines are there on the reactant side?
There are 3. So
2.
The 2.
you multiply with, yes, sir.
Chlorines 6 are there on this. 2 3 are 6, right?
So what will be the answer?
Then here 3 to the 6. 3 chlorines.
Sir, no, sir, the total answer, what will it be?
Huh?
Sir, what will be the answer overall?
This will be the answer.
EBSCl.
This will be the answer. Final answer.
And I have a doubt. Like
Sir,
on
we
the
just wrote the
reaction
plus
side.
signs, right, sir?
Sorry.
Sir, in my exam, when I wrote plus signs, my ma'am said we shouldn't mention the plus signs always when in the answer.
You have to mention plus signs only between the 2 reactants.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, when algebraic method comes, we have to separate all the variables.
Yeah. I'll teach you one day one method that one
Sir,
completely.
but how we can part it as equal?
Okay, but this balancing is a completely different concept only. If you want, I'll teach you after the completion of chapters or something class chapters. Okay. But now it is
Okay,
clear.
sir. Sir, actually I have. Yes, sir. Sir, actually I have exam tomorrow, so that's why I asked today.
Okay, okay, no problem. Then still, if you have any doubts in your exams, you just ask me. I'll explain you here itself. No problem.
No, sir, I don't have any doubt.
What about Susi, Shiva,
Sir, I have,
Srivalava?
sir. Sir, I have.
Sorry,
Sir, I have.
some person is speaking very less time. I'll just mute him.
Sir,
I can't. Huh?
Sir, I'm not muting, sir.
Ritvik.
Sir, I'm in unmute only, but I'm stopping. Means anyone is talking, so I am stopping.
Okay.
Sir, means I'm telling I also have a doubt because 24th is our exam.
Yeah. What's your doubt?
Sir, I am not understanding the concave and convex of radius length, sir. The diagram of radius.
Okay. Just you ask Manoj sir that one. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I think he only explained you concept, right?
No, sir, he didn't explain yet. Actually, you
So we'll continue with the topic. Or still anyone has any doubts in the chemistry part or the topics we discussed till now?
No, sir, no doubt.
No doubt.
Sir?
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. I'm Nikhil, sir. Sir, when I'm going to test, sir, there is a test active, sir.
Ah, yeah. About the test, I forgot. And the Saturday I uploaded the test paper in the WhatsApp, but I didn't inform you clearly. I forgot to.
It's still active till now, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Yesterday's test.
That
Sir,
is what.
actually activated today again because somebody didn't do.
So Saturday I uploaded the test paper, but I didn't inform you. I forgot about that. And
Okay, sir.
I saw only few students are attended the test today itself. So again today morning I again uploaded the same question paper, and still it will be active till night 9 p.m. Okay. So those who didn't complete the test yesterday, you can complete the test by tonight 9 p.m. Okay. Afterwards we'll discuss the question paper, complete question paper. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So those who didn't write the yesterday's test, sign test, you just after the class log into the WhatsApp and you can write the test and submit the paper. So in the last class, what we are discussing?
Discussing lesson to animals, nutrition in animals.
About the human digestive system we discussed.
About teeth and all the layers of the teeth, how many teeth we have, and what are the functions each teeth do.
1 minute. Yeah. About
Sir, we are in the last topic, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
what else we finished, right?
Digestion in amoeba.
Yes,
So
sir.
that's why I think we finished.
Sir, we complete.
Sir, we almost completed, but last 2% we got different.
Feeding and digestion in amoeba is finished or not?
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we'll just recap once again how it will be done. So this is a structure of amoeba, right? It is a unicellular organism. Generally, amoeba will be there in the ponds or the lakes. Okay, and it don't have the mouth or special organs to capture the food and to eject the food. So what will happen whenever amoeba wants to capture the food now? It will produce the false feed that is called as in pseudopodium. What is the name? False feed name?
The podium.
Pseudopodium. That is the first question I think in our exam.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So pseudopodium is a false feed which is produced by the amoeba. So with the help of the pseudopodium, it will cover the complete food particles so that the food particles will be injected into the body of amoeba. Then afterwards, what will happen? A food vacuole will be created. In the food vacuole, the digestive system will be released, and all the digestive system will be released in that, and the digestion process will take place. Assimilation will take place. After the assimilation, what will happen? The waste particle will be there. So it will happen in the step by step only. First here, the food particles has entered.
Sir, it will ingest food there.
From here, food particles has entered. It went to here. It went to here. Food vacuoles has created. During this process, complete process, what will happen? Digestion takes place, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Digestion as well as assimilation will take place.
Sir, in my textbook it says that when it comes to the pseudopodium, it actually changes the shape of the part, sir.
Yeah, sir, it changes because pseudopodium moves from any side and
Okay. So during this stage, completely digestion and assimilation will take place. Whatever the waste particles are there, it will comes to the surface of the amoeba again, or surface to the, or comes near to the cell membrane again. This is a cell membrane. Okay. So again, it will release the adjusted weight to the outside this body. So this is a complete digestion process in the amoeba. Okay.
Sir, I have one small doubt.
Yeah.
Sir, when amoeba senses food and went to food molecule, is there they will the food molecule releases juices?
Yeah.
Like
Digestive juices it will release, right? Then only digestion will
sir,
take place.
Sir, what happens there?
Sorry.
Sir, means what happens there? Means they will they will make simple as soluble substances or how, sir?
Yeah, based upon the enzymes present in the amoeba, it will make it simple and soluble substance only. Okay, but entirely it is different, right? It will not produce the pepsin, ripsin, and all like how it is producing in the human beings.
Yeah.
They have their own traces, juices will be there. Okay. So this is all about the digestive system works in the amoeba. And in the grass eating animals also we discussed, I think so, in the last class, rumination, ruminants.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Grass eating animals are also called rumen and
First they will eat completely, they will swallow the completely grass, and whenever they are taking the rest, they will again bring back the partially digested
partially swallowed food, and they will
cut into the mouth again. Again they will grind completely,
It is
right?
called cud, sir, actually.
Yeah, curd. It's already given here, right? The partially digested food. Sorry. So the partially digested food in the rumen of cow is called as in curd.
sir, even
Sorry.
yes, sir, yes. Sir, all grass eating animals cannot do this, right?
All grass eating animals?
Cannot do this function, right? All.
Not mostly, all they will do like this only. Because grass will contain the cellulose, right? Cellulose, digestion of the cellulose is a late process. And in the case of human beings, cellulose will not be digested at all.
Yes, the cellulose will not digest in the human body.
But it will happen only in the grass eating animals. So most of the animals will have the rumination like this only.
Okay.
Okay. So that is all
That
about
means
the. Yeah. Tell.
that means it can digest the cellulose present in the food.
It can.
That means it can digest the cellulose present in the food, means present in the grass.
Yeah. Okay. So this is all about the nutrition in animals. Any doubts in this topic? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts in this topic?
No, sir.
Okay, we'll move to the next chapter, that is weather, climate, and adaptation to the animals.
Yes, sir. Sir, we'll move on to this next topic, sir. I'm getting bored.
So here, weather, climate, and adaptation to the of animals to climate. Now you have to tell me what is the meaning of weather, what is the climate, what is the adaptation of animals to climate. First, weather. Just raise your hands. I will
Sir,
call you one
weather
by
is
one.
like temporary
Raise your
condition.
hands. I will call you one by one. Kendall want to say the answer. Just raise your hands. I'll call you one by one. Yeah, Raghav.
Yeah, yes, sir. Actually, weather is like you can see that it is temporary condition. It may last like for a day or for a week, and whereas climate is not temporary, sir. It is but it's long. It stays for like a long period of time, sir. You can say like few months. As the seasons, you can say it is also like a condition, right? So yeah. And there are
Next, anyone? The difference between the weather, climate.
So can I tell what's weather?
Yeah.
So weather is a state of atmosphere at a particular time or place in terms of certain well-defined terms or elements.
Good. Next, climate.
So,
What about the climate? Set the definition
sir,
for the weather.
climate is the average weather in a particular region over a long period of time.
Okay, good.
And adaptation is a trait that makes an animal suited to its environment. Like polar bears living in polar region.
Very good. So, first we'll have the introduction part. Generally, if you take the weather, that will only influence our lives or the basic lifestyle of the humans. You have the different seasons are there, like rainy season, summer season, winter season, or the spring season, right? So in the different seasons, we'll follow the different lifestyles. If you take rainy season now, we'll wear the raincoats or we'll use some other materials which will protect from the rain, umbrellas and all.
Even clothing will be also same.
Clothing will be same, but we'll have the different types of clothing like which will have the water resistance, right? But if you take the summer season, we don't wear the raincoats and all. Instead of that, we'll use the light color cloths. Why?
But
Because
to
summer,
reflect of the sun.
Sir, can I say why?
yeah,
Sir, we wear light clothes because and we wear cotton clothes because there the sun won't trap the air and it will be hot and uh, means like it will reflect, sir.
in the case of summer season, we'll wear the light color clothes
Yes,
Because
sir.
it doesn't absorb heat.
because it doesn't absorb the heat and as well as it will reflect the heat.
So it will reflect the minimum maximum amount of heat when we wear the light coats, whereas we wear dark color clothes, it will reflect only minimum amount of the heat. So for us, it will be somewhat hot.
Very good. So during the summers, we'll use the mostly cotton cloths and we'll use the light colored cloths because cotton
Sir.
cloths will provide at least some cooling to the body
Yes, sir.
and as well as it will absorb the sweat during the summer season. But if you take any other cloths, it will not absorb that much of sweat. And we'll use the fans or ACs or coolers, everything in the
Yes.
summer season because the temperature is different. Yes or no? So we have the different way of lifestyle in the summer season.
Summer season.
If you take winter season, we will wear the sweaters.
Sir, we will wear woolen clothes because the air traps the sir, the air traps air, so air is a bad conductor of heat. So that's why we wear woolen clothes.
Good. So in the case of winter season, we'll use generally woolen clothes or the sweaters and all, or thick cloths, we can say. Because if you take woolen cloths, they will trap some amount of air, and air will act as a bad conductor of heat. So if you use the woolen cloths now, it will not allow outside temperature inside or inside temperature outside. Like it will act as a barrier.
Yeah,
So it will
sir.
keep us a warm, our body warm. So we have the different lifestyle in the case of winter also. So according to the season or according to the weather conditions, we'll change ourselves. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. We will help ourselves from
So all
rain.
these are happening because of changing in the weathers continuously.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So whatever our daily activities are there, we'll plan according to the weather of a particular day. Yes or no? Obviously, if you want to go out on a trip, we'll check it whether the rainy is there or summer season will come or the winter season will come. Okay, if you want to go to the some tourist place, we'll go in the one better season which will, there should not be effect at all. Yes or no? So whatever our daily activities are planned, the activities are there, we will plan according to the weather conditions. Then who will use weather reports and all?
Sir, the
Meteorology.
meteorological department.
The meteorological department of India or the meteorological department of the state will provide the
Yes, sir.
weather conditions and they'll
Weather
publish it on the televisions or the radio or in the newspaper also every day. Okay.
Okay.
So the meaning of weather is what? It is defined as a day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a place. With respect to the elements of weather, it is defined as the day-to-day condition of an atmosphere at a place. At a particular place only they are saying. With respect to the elements of weather, then what are the elements of weather here? With respect to what we'll measure? We'll measure with respect to temperature, humidity,
Humidity, rainfall, and
rainfall, and
wind
the wind
speed.
speed. Along
Sir,
with that, we have
sir,
some other also.
atmospheric pressure also, right?
Yeah, atmospheric pressure will measure. We'll have the precipitate content. All things will do.
The rain gauge and all.
Yeah, but these are the four major factors you are taking. Remaining will be there as the smaller factors, but these are the most and the four main factors to identify or to predict the weather pattern in that place. Okay, and we know weather change is not an synthetic or the artificial phenomenon. It is a completely natural phenomenon. We can't do anything in that. Yes or no? Completely weather change or the climate change is an natural phenomenon which maintains the equilibrium in the temperature, which will balance the temperature or atmosphere. So it can be cloudy or it can be sunny or it can be rainy, stormy or clear. Depends upon these elements of weather. You can say whether it is a good weather conditions or the drought conditions or the extreme intense conditions or severe weather conditions. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
So whenever there is a heavy rainfall is there, what will happen?
It will cause floods, cyclones, and all.
It will cause the cyclones or it will cause the landslides. You have seen so many news last year in the Kerala or in the Arunachal Pradesh, nowadays in Bengal, what happened recently in Assam. You'll see the daily news, right?
Yes, sir.
Due to the heavy
Yes, sir.
rainfalls. If you take India itself, it has the different weather patterns in different places, right? Recently, Assam and Bengal, there is a huge floods are came because of heavy rainfalls and all. But if you go to Rajasthan area, exactly other side of India, there is no rain at all. So it's completely drought. So it will change from place to place within the short time itself. That is the weather. Understanding? It is the day-to-day condition of the atmosphere at a particular place with respect to the temperature, humidity, rainfall, and the wind speed. So it's completely a natural phenomenon which is used to maintain the equilibrium in the atmosphere. Understanding the definition and the
Yes,
of the
sir.
weather?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can I tell like the elements of weather?
Yeah.
Sir, temperature, humidity, atmospheric pressure, sunshine, wind cover, and all are the elements of weather.
Can you repeat again?
Sir, temperature, humidity, sunshine, cloud cover, um, yeah, those are like the main factors you can say.
Okay, good. So next one is the elements of weather. We have discussed only about the four. These are the main factors. If you are not this, we have the some more points also is there. Okay. So these are the four main factors. First one is the temperature. Why temperature is very important in deciding the weather of a particular place? Anyone?
Sir, because accordingly you can like just plan out.
Like according to that,
So
we'll
can
plan it
you
out.
repeat?
Why the temperature is most important factor in deciding the weather of a particular place?
Sir, for example, like uh, so let's take the sun and the heat. It's like the temperature only, right? So that's only the weather.
Anyone else?
Sir, weather means we can
There is a shorter so that
the weather will be like only it will be a short period of time.
Yeah, weather will be only for the shorter period of time.
And we don't know how weather changes in a. It can change in a minute. It can change in a
Yeah,
second.
that's what it will change within the minutes or within the seconds also because of the change in the elemental conditions, right? Elements of weather
Yes,
will
sir.
change. There is a temperature will change, weather condition will change. The rainfall content will change, weather condition will change. But I asked you about the why the temperature is very important in the elements of weather.
Sir, means we can say how much climate is there when rainfall will come.
Temperature means what?
can I tell?
Yeah,
So we need to know the weather so that we can plan our day, and if it is raining, we can take an umbrella if we're going out. So we can be careful.
okay,
Yeah, sir.
good.
Even temperature is temperature will take in medical care if someone has like a medical diseases. Who will go to a humidity place? They will automatically get dehydration and fall off. So we have to know the temperature and go to out.
Okay, listen here. Generally, The heat energy onto the earth is given by the sun only, right? Whatever the heat is producing or heat is getting onto the earth, it is given by the sun itself. Other than sun, any other source is there to get the heat energy onto earth?
No, sir.
No, right? So weather is mainly affected by the sun that provides heat as well as the light. So whatever the production of energy is happening on the earth is mainly due to the heat coming from the sun or the light coming from the sun. So whatever the heat is given by the sun onto the surface of the earth will absorb the heat from the sun. Along with the earth, ocean water will absorb, atmosphere will absorb some part of the heat. Yes or no? And after the absorption also some part will be again reflected back to the atmosphere. If you take earth will absorb some amount of heat energy from the sun and remaining energy will reflect into the atmosphere, right? So that will decide the temperature of the atmosphere. So only temperature will play an important role in determining the weather of any particular place. If you see Rajasthan, the temperature is very high. So always there is a drought condition, there will be less humid nature, but there is a less amount of rainfalls. If you take Assam, the temperature is low. What is the opposite conditions, right? Exactly. There will be more rainfall, there will be more amount of water vapor in the air, and there is a good conditions for growing of grass or plantation or any forest. So all this will depends upon the temperature. Again, temperature depends upon the heat produced by the sun. So overall, on what it is depending, the weather conditions, it completely depend upon the
On the heat of the sun.
heat and the light produced by the sun. Understanding?
Yes, sir.
Then what is the definition for temperature? What is the definition for temperature?
Sir, it is like the fall and rays of heat. Yes, fall and rays of heat.
The degree of hotness or the coldness of an object, right?
Yeah, sir.
Simple
So
definition.
so for example, the degree of internal heat of a person's
The
body.
degree of the hotness or the coldness of a body is called as temperature. It can be hot or it can be cold. So based upon the temperature only, the sunrise and sunset also will change. Timing will change each and every day. It is not constant. If you take summer, the sun rises early and the sun sets also late. But in the case of winter, whatever
Sir,
in
the morning will be short and the days will be nights will be longer.
yeah, the sunrise will be late and the sunset also will be early. Because of
That's why, sir, that's why we mostly eat ice creams on summer and drink hot tea in winter because we want to balance the temperature. Means the temperature in our body should be normal.
okay, good. So because of the difference in the temperature during the different seasons, the elements of the weather, the weather of conditions also will change. Okay. The next one is the rainfall. Tell me what is the rainfall?
Sir,
What's the meaning of
rainfall is the
rainfall?
amount of water droplets falling on the earth's surface.
Amount of water droplets falling back
On
to
the
the
earth's
earth's
surface.
surface. Okay. Now, how the rainfall will affect the temperature weather?
Sir, by cyclone.
Cyclones. Okay. Next,
So can you tell again?
how the weather rainfall will affect the weather conditions? How
So it
rainfall
will
will
be
affect?
chilly. And like if it's sunny and suddenly it becomes chilly.
Can you hear me or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How the rainfall will affect the weather conditions? Already paragraph is given there itself, right?
Floods.
Sir, flood and
The
tsunami.
floods.
Sir, floods or cyclones.
Yes,
Tsunami.
So what is the rainfall first?
The
The amount
tsunami.
of water droplets that fall back on the earth. After condensation of water vapor is called as in rainfall.
Sir, I haven't doubt, but in the rainfall, tsunami will not come, sir, because it is high winds coming from the oceans in the form of waves.
So can you repeat again? Sorry.
Sir, means in the rainfall, tsunami is not a disaster because it's caused by the ocean, high winds through the waves in the form of waves. That's why called tsunami.
Yeah, tsunami and all, it is caused due to that only. Cyclones due to the disturbance in the winds and all. Okay. So when the temperature is too low, what will happen? The droplets in the clouds get freezed into crystals of ice, and it will come as a snowfall. Yes or no?
Yeah, sir.
So this will happen completely continuously in the polar regions, where the temperature is very very low, like USK, Alaska region, or Siberian region in the Russia, or the Greenland countries like this, where the temperature is always low in itself. So
Yes,
always continuously the snow will fall. But in the case of India, what will happen?
sir, it will form
Sir,
form the
I
form of.
think the snow don't fall because India is very near to the equator. So, sir, the temperatures will not be too low as the down part have.
Yeah, if you compare to
Sir,
the
but it will form, sir, but it will form in the form of fog or hail.
yeah. So if you take the climate of the India or the weather conditions of the India, it's not that much cool compared to the polar region, right? It's normal
Yes,
climate
sir.
because we are not exactly near to the equator. We are not exactly near to the polar regions also. So during the winter, the temperature will decrease. But whatever the temperature decreasing also, will not get completely snowfall like polar regions. We'll just get the fog. Fog means what?
The fog means a
Having
type
the lot
of
of water vapor in the air. So whenever the water vapor condenses continuously in the air, it will form the fog. Means we'll get the visibility will be less. Yes or no? Have you seen the
yes,
anywhere?
visibility will be less.
If you go in the winter season during the if
High
you go
hills
to
or
the hilly region
mountains,
during the winter season, what will happen?
sir, we
There will
cannot
form
see
continuous
because,
fog. Or if you go to the north area also, there are so many accidents will happen on the highways. Why?
sir, but in the north
During the
area
winter
they will
season?
fall. Sir, in the north area they will form in the snow because
Hello.
it is, yeah, sir, in the
If you take North
northern.
India, during the winter season, so many accidents will happen on the highways. What is the main reason?
Sir, in the highway they go fast and we
Unmute
can't
yourself and you
see.
can speak. I can't be able to hear you.
Sir, we can hear you. Sir, but in northern area it will be most in the form of snow because it will be nearly to Mount Everest. So it will
The
form in
visibility
the
will decrease, right?
fog, not fog, in the snow only it will fall.
Yes, sir.
Because of having the continuous droplets of air hanging in the form of fog, the visibility will decrease. Due to that only, the accidents will happen more. Okay, it also depends upon the temperature only. If the temperature is too low, it will form as a snowfall. If the temperature is normal, it will come as a fog. Okay, now how we will measure the rain? How we will measure the rainfall?
Sir,
By rain.
sir, by rain.
We'll use the experiment
Rain
called the
gauge.
rain gauge. 1 minute. Have you seen this rain gauge?
It's like a cylinder-like structure, sir, and it should not be placed near like trees and all to avoid water clogging and all.
Okay. Rainfall is measured by an instrument called as a rain gauge. Generally, it is basically a cylindrical test tube with funnel to top on the top to collect the rainwater. So based upon this, we'll measure the amount of rainfall in a particular place.
Okay, sir.
Again, the rain gauge are different shapes are there. It's only one of the basic shape of the rain gauge. You'll have the different shapes again. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So any doubts in today's class?
No, sir. And in order to measure the direction of wind, we use the wind vane. Atmospheric pressure, we use like the like what the
Anemometer and all. We'll discuss that one
yeah,
again.
anemograph and barometer and barograph and all.
Hygrometer will use to measure the humidity.
Yeah, and yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll discuss it all the things in next class. Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Bye,
Have
sir.
a nice day.